I haven't heard in a while, and I'm surprised I haven't heard him lately. But has he been on at all? WTNBC. I haven't heard him on in a while.
I talked to Jeff last week, I think, and I got an email from him this week. So he's still around.
Yeah, I haven't heard him on lately. Strange. I've seen him post some things on the internet, but I haven't seen him actually, or heard him, as it were, on the air. And if you're listening, Jeff, I'm very offended. I've been on the air for almost a week and a half now, and I haven't heard you. W2NBC should be on the air. That's all I have to say. W2WDF.
Are you trying to summon W2NBC?
Yes, I am. I enjoy talking to Jeff very much. We are compadres in sensibilities and in profession, in a way. So yes, I'm trying to evoke the NBC, and I don't know if it's going to be very successful because he's a busy man. So, but if he's listening, if you're listening, I got your number, buddy. Yeah.
I can't think of any more effective way to summon his attention than by setting his ears on fire, unless, of course, he's dealing with overtime today, managing gay producers and inept interns, but clueless interns, as the expression is. But yes, go ahead, keep mentioning the call sign. You might as well walk into a hibernating bear cave with a set of cymbals and bashing them together. It's very effective.
Hey neighbor, you want to keep it down a little bit? I'm trying to sleep down here.
Well, you don't sound like Jeff. I think the Ouija board is broken.
And when he left.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Clark. Somebody wants to say hello.
What? Where'd you go?
Hi, Clark. Good to hear from you.
And Rob is there, too. You actually met Rob.
Oh. Hi, Rob. Good to hear you, too.
She's lying. She didn't even hear you guys. Hello. Okay, I just turned the speaker on. Okay. Anyway, I'm eating a cookie now. I just got a delivery of cookies. Life is good. Hey, Clark, when you're married, you get cookies.
Yeah, and the other half of the time you sleep out on the couch.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you got your cookies, right, Phil?
That's it. You got to live in the moment.
Yeah, I got divorced. I learned how to make my own.
I knew how to make them before I got married. That was the smart thing to do. Nothing against marriage. I think it's a great institution.
For those who are institutionalized.
What happens after you say I do? Read the fine print on the bottom of your marriage license. What's yours is mine, and what mine ain't yours.
Are you sure that question that the minister says is, do you feel that you're completely out of your mind, that you really haven't thought this whole thing through, and that you're here because you really don't know what you're talking about? And then the guy says, I do.
Well, actually, they don't say that anymore in the weddings. Is anybody here that thinks that this shouldn't go on? They don't do that anymore.
Right, because there's too great a chance that someone's going to speak up.
Yeah, your ex-wife.
Or all the guy's friends. This is a true story. I dated this one girl for 7 years, and I had more than one very good friend of mine say, if you marry her, I'll never speak to you again. Holy cow. That's, as the expression goes, that's quite a message.
Well, the good thing you didn't, because if you went one more year, it would have been common law.
We fought too much. You know, check this out. So why didn't it work out? Well, I can tell you one of the 100 reasons. Coming in at number 12, she said, when we're married, because she had it all figured out, she goes, we'll hyphenate our names. Can you believe this came up over a casual dinner? And I said, I'm sorry, I clearly was not paying attention, because what I thought you said made no sense. So hit me up with that again. What was about names? She goes, I said, when we're married, we'll hyphenate our names. And I said, all right, well, that's really weird. I guess I was hearing what you were saying. What do you mean, we? And she said, well, yeah, we'll hyphenate our names. And I said, no, you'll hyphenate your name. But I'll tell you what, if that's too Stepford for you, I'm okay with you can keep your maiden name, because I don't care. You don't have to take my name. I mean, that's kind of traditionalist, and I know you're not like that, but I don't care. So you keep your original name, I keep mine, and everyone's happy. And I figured, okay, that's like the ultimate. Hey, guys out there, have you ever gotten into a tense moment where your girl is like a hand grenade with the pin pulled, and you're doing everything you can to put the damn pin back in, and so you think you come up with the ultimate plan by you say something that you just simply know as a fact makes so much sense. It's just like putting the pin back in the grenade, and you've saved everyone's life, and then you quickly realize all that logic had zero effect. So that was my pin back in the grenade misunderstanding moment. Oh, I said, oh, well, no, you keep your maiden name, I keep my name, and everything's fine. Good. Let's move on to the next topic. So, how about a hot and wild night tonight? Oh, no. Let's go back. She goes, no, you'll hyphenate your name, and I'll hyphenate my name. And I said, well, that's not done. And she goes, well, yes, it is. Everyone does that. Now, right there, when she says everyone does it, and you know that that's just, okay, let's be real about it, but she's like hell-bent, and you know that your evening of your expectation level of what you think the rest of the night is going to go like, with candles everywhere and lotions and whatever your fantasy is starting to fade away and give way to an argument over freaking hyphenating your names. Yep, that's reason number 12 why I'm not married. N1 BCG.
Doc, can I explain something to you?
I was just scratched right across Inagata DeVita when you said candles and lotion.
You can't have both. Oh, what the hell is it? Gee, dope, Cat. That just grates my soul, Clark. It really does. It just grates me right to the end.
Clark, can I say something?
Wow, that story conjured up a few emotions, eh?
Can I say something?
Well, I can't avoid hearing you since you're a mile away. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'll turn the volume down. First of all, then you say to her, after you're going through all this about hyphen, you just keep your name. Then you said, if we make whoopee. You should have made the whoopee first, then argued with her. Rule number 1.
What is this, the newlywed game?
we're at dinner. What could go wrong at dinner? It's a romantic dinner, you know, nice wine, nice restaurant. Actually, interestingly, I actually remember that. It was in the fall. It was after a very nice day of driving around Massachusetts, leafing, you know, looking at the foliage and stuff like that. Hike, pumpkin, you know, pumpkin patch visit, apple picking in the orchard, all that kind of stuff. Everything you could possibly do to make things right. We got this romantic dinner, and I'm figuring, oh my God, she is so ready, you know, for some fun and excitement later, because basically she's had a great time, and I've done everything right. Everything is fantastic. This is going to be a hello there night. Well, and then somehow, the topic of marriage comes up. That's okay. That's all right. That's just her playing into the, you know, how kind of soft and giving in and romantic, and did I mention giving in, that she's feeling at the time. And then the goddamn hyphenating name thing comes up, and me, I don't recognize this. I don't realize that this is a grenade sitting on the ground with the pin pulled. So I go right in there and start saying, well, no, of course I'm not hyphenating my name. You're the one who would be hyphenating your name. Wow, have you ever seen a plane come spiraling down with smoke coming out of the tail? Yeah, that was me.
Phil.
Yes.
Wait, is your wife still in the room?
Negative. You see her?
Okay, then I can say, because I don't want you to get smacked upside your head because something I said. Anyway, you left. Clark, we go this way. I come over to a friend of mine's house one day, and he turns around, and he answers the door, and he's steaming. I'm like, he says, come on in, you want a beer? Yes, go get one. So I'm sitting there down there, and I'm like, what's the matter? You know, my wife ticked me off. What did she do? Now we were about to go upstairs and make love and everything. Everything was working good. Then she said something that just got my goat. Yeah, and I just blew up. And then what? Well, of course, you know, she don't want to go up and make love. I said, what kind of fool are you? How long have you been married, you idiot? Well, actually, this is your second time. You didn't learn from the first time? So, well, what was I supposed to do? He goes, you do this. You let it go. Just let it roll off your shoulder. Think about car payments or whatever. Go up there and do what you got to do. And as you get up and leave the room, wipe it on the curtain. That'll piss her off.
Very good. All right. Some of you folks on frequency might be interested in the post log. So what eventually happened? Yeah, everything melted down in 2010, and it's okay though for her, actually for both of us, because she ended up marrying this other guy. I call him the jellyfish because he. Well, anyway, that's a whole nother thing. She and her new beau both hyphenated their names. So there you go. She found her dream guy, some spineless, you know, animal without backbone, who was willing to hyphenate his name. What a fig. But hey, she's got to be happy with him, right?
Phil, do you have the last word in your house?
You know, I'm a little concerned because in that last transmission, Clark mentions leaf peeping, lotion, candles, pumpkin patch, apple picking. I'm concerned.
How are you concerned about that? That's like the ultimate romantic day. See, get your girl, like the number one, not 2 or 3. Get your number one girl, the one you feel you've got most chance of success for a higgledy-diggly night. And you say, hey, Yankee Magazine says the foliage should be, you know, really brilliant, so let's go up to, you know, let's do a nice romantic drive out. You've got reservations at a real inn. By the way, specifically the Toll House Inn, or no, the Toll Gate Inn in Litchfield County, Connecticut. I'm just saying. And so you've got a day of hiking through the woods and checking out the nice foliage, and you go to a wine tasting at this country farm. They've got some apple picking out back, so you go fill up a couple of bags of apples, and then the deal closer is you go to this old country inn for a candlelight dinner and her favorite wine, and everything's great, and you figure your chances of getting some that night are so high. It's like tickling triple digits, like tickling 100%. And then the freaking topic of hyphenating names comes up. Bam! Whole night goes up in smoke. It's just wrong. It's just freaking wrong.
That's after you snuck the dogs in there and put Mr. Bubbles in the jacuzzi?
Oh no, that was... I should tell that story on the air, yeah. The night at the resort where she and I had way too much wine for dinner. This is a different one. Oh, this is actually the Playboy model, not Bunny, the Playboy model. There's a difference. Yeah, we were in upstate New York. We go to this resort, Emerson, if you want to look it up, and great dinner. And I think we went through a bottle and a half of wine. We did a bottle of wine and then started ordering by the glass after that, because like the room was spinning, which is great because that means unlimited whatever later. And so we get back to the room and immediately all the clothes come off. It's like, oh, this is just magical how well this works. I mean, this is like the blueprint from the Guy manual. This is just amazing. If anyone thinks that enough wine doesn't lead to this, here's proof that it does. All the clothes comes off, and she goes into the bathroom. She's, I'm going to take a bubble bath. And you're thinking, okay, I'm thinking in this case, it's only a matter of moments before I get invited in. So I'm going to, I'm going to kind of start thinking about that, which is fun to think. And so she goes in there, she gets the water going and everything like that, and then she said, "Hey, I don't see any bubble bath around here. There's got to be bubble bath here, because why would they have this, jacuzzi without the bubble bath?" And I'm thinking, uh-oh, red alert, something's missing. Something could interfere with like the ultimate evening starting to come together with just, like I said earlier, Cirque du Soleil choreographed precision. She's naked, she's in the hot tub, and the only thing that separates a great time from what we've got right this moment is the lack of bubble bath. Damn it, I will find the freaking bubble bath. So I'm looking on the around the sink and on the shelves and everything like that, and I don't see anything. And I said, well, any other ideas? She goes, no, there's got it. They wouldn't have this thing they wouldn't have this jacuzzi in here if they didn't have bubble baths to go with it. I mean, it's just like they go hand in hand. Well, I'm not exactly going to run down the hall, not in that condition, to the front desk asking for bubble bath, because that would be a scene, and I don't want the moment to be lost. So I go into the shower and I find, shower gel. It's a whole bottle of shower gel. I'm like, well, here we go. How about this? And she goes, no, shower gel's not the right thing. And I'm like, well, let's try it. So and she goes, well, not too much. That stuff's very bubbly. I'm like, well, then perfect. So I fill the cap with the shower gel, and I dump it in, and sure enough, the bubbles start. She's got the jets turned on high, and she's looking mighty fine. And I'm thinking, oh, come on, let's get these bubbles going so we can get, to the next part here, which is where we have company in the jacuzzi. And so the bubbles are not happening quite the way they should. So I said, well, let me put more in. She goes, no, it takes time. I'm like, well, I don't have time. Let's put some more in. So I don't bother with the cap anymore. I just take the bottle of shower gel and I start squeezing a whole bunch of it into the jacuzzi. And she goes, not too much. That stuff goes nuts. I'm like, yeah, well, it's not really going nuts. and we wait another couple of seconds and not a lot happens. So guess what Clark does? He takes the whole bottle of shower gel, inverts it, and gives it a giant squeeze because he doesn't want the moment to be lost. Well, after that, the bubbles start to kick in. I don't know if you can imagine bubbles taking over the entire bathroom, but that's what it did. It went from potential fun time to, oh my God, we have an emergency here. The bubbles started to go up over a foot higher than the edge of the jacuzzi, and she started to disappear in the bubbles. And then she's starting to scream for help and disappearing behind the bubbles. So I go into the bedroom and grab the garbage can and run back in. Now it's like trying to put out a fire. So I reach in, I'm trying to scoop out the bubbles. And have you ever tried to scoop out bubbles from a jacuzzi in a garbage can? It doesn't work. It just clogs up the garbage can. I run over to the shower and try to turn it upside down and shake to get the bubbles out. And that doesn't work either. So I drop the garbage can, go back in, I grab my arms, and now I'm like picking them up like you're in a leaf fight. You know, in the fall, you grab a bunch of leaves from the leaf pile. So I'm grabbing the bubbles like that and doing the bucket brigade between the jacuzzi and the shower.
Meantime,
meanwhile,
she's
she's screaming. She's like, I'm disappearing. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. We're under control here. We're under control. I just got to get some of the bubbles out. And the bubbles keep bubbling higher, and she starts disappearing behind the bubbles. And for any of you out there who think that this didn't actually happen, I have a video, and N1ALF has seen it. Oh, it's 8 o'clock.